What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into it, man. So I got to bring you up on charges, Goodz. You allowed Linda's son to use you in his documentary, where in his documentary he's using you, your name, your character, what you represent, to endorse and vouch for who he is as a person. You allowed him to put you in his redemption blog to sway the people into receiving and accepting him back into the battle rap community as a result of his crimes against young black girls. My problem I have with you, Goodz, on this nature right here is just before his release on being out on bond, you had a very close friend of yours, Adi Boom, who you on record as saying is a very good friend of yours. And you gave that man an ultimatum. You said that if Boom couldn't produce paperwork proving his innocence of snitching on his co-defendants, you would no longer be his friend because you don't condone snitching in what he did. But you gave him an ultimatum to produce that paperwork. If he cannot produce that paperwork, you can no longer be friends with him. That's what you on record saying more than once. And when he didn't show and produce the paperwork, you went back on record disowning him as a friend. That's what you did, brother. That's what you did. But yet, Linda's son, who is being charged with 2 rape cases on 2 young black girls, sodomizing. See, I got to get graphic. I got to say this. I'm sorry. I got to say this because I don't think people really paying attention to this. He's charged with not only raping the girl, but sodomizing them, effing them in the butt, screwing them in the butt. He raped them and screwed them in the butt. That's what sodomizing is. He effed them in the butt. So he raped 2 young black girls and effed them in the butt. This 46-year-old man. This 46-year-old man did that to these 2 young black girls. None of his charges is dropped. He already did 3 years. He already did 3 years already on this. And he out on bond right now as a result of the COVID situation. Facing trial for the charges against him concerning these 2 young black girls who he raped, beat, kidnapped, and sodomized. Yet, you allow Linda's son to put you in his redemption video and you vouching for this man's character. You vouching for this man as a person. You vouching for him. That's what you did in the blog, talking about how stand up and a good dude he is and everything. And my problem I have with you is, where was this same love and energy for your guy, who you have a better rapport with than you do with Linda's son? I don't get that. Please explain that to me. Please explain that one to me. The problem I have with you is this. Why you didn't care to see the paperwork of Linda's son? Why wasn't that mandatory? Why wasn't that an ultimatum also? You just gonna go out on a limb and vouch for this man's character and everything just because he out on bond without seeing the paperwork, brother? You didn't want to see, and I know you didn't see his motion of discovery. I know for a fact you haven't. Nobody saw it. So you go out on a limb. Y'all all asking for this man's paperwork. Adi Boom. Everybody wanted Boom's paperwork. Everybody's. He refused to show it and was banned from battle rap. Just like Linda's son refused to show his paperwork, but being paid and rewarded for battle rap. Ain't that something? Like the question I asked, and I ask it again, what's worse, people? Telling on somebody or raping somebody? Please tell me what's worse. What's worse? Telling on somebody or raping somebody? Because you can tell on somebody and eventually they can get over it. But when you rape somebody, they could never get that back. They could never take that back. When you took them against your own will and a person is tearing through your body without your consent and holding you against your will, beating you, and got you locked up, kidnapped, where you can't get out. These are charges. Rape, beat, sodomizing, kidnapping, robbery. You can't get to your phone. You can't get up because he's stronger than you, so he overpowering you. And he's not only raping you, he adding insult to injury. He also want to F you in the butt, sodomizing you, tearing through you like that. So you think these two black girls who don't know each other, never seen each other, both just blaming and pointing this man out just because he's some superstar, a rich man, or somebody of popularity? They have no idea. They're just a regular blogger dude. He ain't even a big one. He a little one. So these girls gonna put themselves to shame by not only going to the hospital taking rape kits, but they also gonna tell the police he effed us in the butt too. For all these to be make-up stories. And for you to know so much about the streets and life, Goodz, why was you just willing to accept him being out on bond was good enough to be a representative of him being innocent? What part of bond don't you get? You didn't even know that neither till we showed the paperwork. Because see, he lied to everybody to make it seem like he was really free until we showed that paperwork showing no, he ain't free. He out on bond. So my question is, why wasn't it mandatory to request his paperwork the same way Adi Boom's paperwork was requested? I want to ask that question to you, Swave, Mickey Fax, ARP, because it was mandatory that Adi Boom show his paperwork. That was mandatory. Why isn't Linda's son being pressed with that same energy, committing a worse crime than Adi Boom? Committing a worse crime than Adi Boom. Why isn't he being presented with that same ultimatum? I need to understand that. Why? Why he just get a free pass? When again, what's worse? Y'all got this man just telling y'all, oh yeah, believe me what I say. Yeah, y'all, you know, they dropped my charges. You know, they gave me my money back. You know, I ain't never going back to jail again. You know, the DA told me, have a nice day. I don't never want to see you again. Oh, yeah, and the judge looked me right in my face, and the judge said, there's something ain't right about this case. Let him go. What are documents and paperwork on all that? Was amazing. None of y'all saw none of that. None of y'all saw none of that. So how could you vouch for somebody? How could you vouch for somebody who haven't showed any proof to the claims that he's verbally saying out of his mouth? Why isn't anybody asking for his paperwork? Why? I want to know, why isn't anybody asking for this man's paperwork? Why do Linda's son get a free pass? That ain't right. That ain't right at all. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. That ain't right. That ain't right. Because if we gonna do it to him, we might as well do it to Linda's son. Because to rape somebody is worse than telling on somebody. And you didn't just rape one person, you raped more than one person. You raped 2 different young girls. Come on, where we at? And this was your so-called friend, Goodz. This was your friend, Goodz. That's what you on record saying. So how you being fair to your friend when you giving a path to somebody else, and you actually, crazy thing about, you couldn't even vouch for Adi Boom until he showed some paperwork. But you vouching for unbiased without seeing paperwork? Without seeing paperwork on 2 young girls being raped? You would figure that's something you would want to see out the gate. Every last one of y'all would want to see that out the gate. But this not the case. For some reason, this not the case. I'm not understanding this. Come on, y'all, let's keep it real, though. Is that fair? Is that real? They banned this brother. They literally banned this brother because he refused to show his paperwork. Disowned him as a friend and any ties they ever had with him. Years-long ties they didn't have with this brother. 5, 6, 7, 8 year relationship with him. Because he told on somebody and wouldn't show the paperwork. But this man raped 2 young black girls. He get the red carpet, cash apps, donations, a new channel, hoodies and sweaters and shirts and clothes from people. They act like this man ain't never been did nothing, man. He more respected now than he was before he went in. Ain't that something? He more loved and respected now as a rapist. He more loved and respected now as a raper man than he was before he left. Ain't that something, y'all? Ain't that crazy? Right. See, the hardest thing about being real is being real. See that? You can't be real if you're not real, but if it's real, it's real. And that's what's crazy, man. Stuff like this. I don't know, man. I'll let y'all be the judge of this. I just think it's out of pocket. I just wanted to address you on that, Goodz, because, bro, that ain't cool. That ain't right. That ain't right. I don't condone nothing Adi Bone did. I think he a dirtbag. I don't change my stance on that. He a dirtbag for not being a man enough to accept the consequences for something he volunteered to be a part of and indulged in, then got caught and ratted his guys out, his co-defendants out. You know, so he could get a slap on the wrist instead. But at the same time, he told on them for something that they all did. It wasn't worse than what he did. It wasn't worse than what he did. Took 2 young black girls against their will, tied them up, raped them, beat them, robbed them, sodomized them, kidnapped them. All these his charges. These are his charges. Look them up, y'all. Y'all think it's a joke? Look him up. Look up his name. These his charges. 2 rapes, sodomy. That's anal sexing. Sodomy. Come on, this man got a sodomy charge. Think about that. He got a sodomy charge. You know how rare them charges is? He got a sodomy charge. He don't only got rape, he got rape and sodomy. These girls went to the hospital. These girls went to the hospital. These girls got sworn testimony that he went in their behinds. He screwed them, effed them in their butts. Booty bandit. Mama, mama, please don't leave. I'm buying, got something up his sleeve. If you leave, then mama, please. I'm buying, gonna put his hands on me. Mama, mama, please don't leave. I'm buying, got something up his sleeve. Mama, mama, if you leave, I'm buying, gonna put his hands on me. Linda, Linda, don't you leave. Your son got something up his sleeve. Linda, Linda, if you leave, your son is going to put his hands on me. Linda, Linda, please don't leave. Your son got something up his sleeve. Linda, Linda, if you leave, your son is going to put his hands on me. Real. That's out of pocket though, man. I'm just keeping it 100 good. There's some real stuff, bro. You out of pocket for that one, man. That's real. If you did your own homie like that, because he told, man, you can't allow this man to put you in a redemption video, taking sound bites from you, honoring him, praising him, like he's some good guy, like he's some stand-up real dude, and you know, we should just receive him. That ain't good, man. Come on, man. That ain't good. That's out of pocket, man. That's out of pocket. And this was your homie. And this was your homie, man.